Good morning in there, out there. From in here, out here, with all the snow. Here's Vivian. Welcome to the Sentimentalist. Hi, Mark. I need a slurp, don't you think, slurp? Oh, man. I made that strong. Woo!
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Well, oh boy, we have our dear friend Jesse here today. He's going to be working, we're rehabbing guest bathroom, which is also going to have a soaking tub, which Julie has looked forward to for a long time. And now if I could get Jesse to come over here, I'd make him the star of the show.
No, it's not happening.
It's not happening, he says. So, Viv, what do you have to say to everybody today? You were out early. We were shoveling. You've been doing a lot of shoveling. I want you to stay here. Yeah. Oh, I know you're very anxious. Here, I know. This is... What else, huh? Here we go. Don't play games. Okay. So, you going to climb all over me to get more? You want to lick my fingers? Wouldn't that be fun? Just, that's good. The thing is, when she goes out, she just tears. She has the best time running in the snow. She's also a snow cone addict. She eats snow and snow and snow and snow. But this morning, she barked. Oh boy, she was an alarm clock for too many neighbors, even though they're far away. A bark travels a long way. Yes, it does. So, you guys, wherever you are, snow. Julie's biting her fingernails. What's the trouble over there? She's got these new fingernails that you put on, and you put them on here, and then they come out to here. And she walks around the house like this, and I dive for cover. I mean, it's unbelievable to see fingernails that are this long. I mean, you can't... I have to calm myself with a slurp here. Oh, Bibby. We're going to romp again in the snow in a little bit, aren't we? Huh? Love the snow. Can you guys see that snow, or am I blocking it? Do you know?
I don't know if you can see it, but you can certainly see.
Is that a little better?
You can certainly see all the snow on the trees.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. They every little twig. It's one of those, you know, one of those where everything's covered. But you know that if you're from here. Now here's the thing. I have a request. For Christmas, we got a game called Dutch Blitz. Now neither the name Riddle doesn't have much in common with the Dutch. The Blitz, a little bit. So if any of you out there are named Vanderhoef Snoggenfliegen, would you stop by and teach us how to play this? Because I read the instructions, and they are like trying to memorize the Council of Dort. I just really had a tough time with that. So, there we are. Well, there went the democracy. And I'm not going to toast that. I don't understand people who think that it's not gone. It's gone. We are now in an oligarchy. I don't know if we're heading for anything else. So, bow on your knees to all those people who have. Well, I think, you know, like maybe enough is 30 billion. Don't you think that might be enough? That would probably take care of the tub we're putting in. I think it would cover that, and it might help a lot of people who are slept last night in the snow on the street. But we don't want to care about them because, you know, no. So what do we do? Well, one of the things that I found is that, oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. Mwah. Mwah. One of the things is, boy, do I pay attention to stuff. I just sit and I look and I say, okay, gone, taken it away. But there's all these things here that I realize I've looked at, seen, paid attention to, but not really reflected on, you know, like where all they come from and what all they stand for. So I'm trying to make our wonderful world here, Julia and mine and Vivian and the two kitties, into, you know, a country within a country or something like that, you know. And I recommend it. So in a way, trying to live in a whole new world. Yeah. And this is always going to be wonderful, right? Excuse me? Were you asking for something like this? Oh. What if I ate it? Oh, don't. I don't think so. That's fun. Jeez. Last night we had my group, you know, that's called the Landscapers of Poetry and the Landscapes of Poetry, so it's both. And I don't need to tell you, I told you last month, it's a remarkable group. I don't know if they know there's nothing like them anywhere in the country, but there isn't. I know that from talking to other people. And it was overwhelming because I had to say ahead of time, this is, you know, a warning like they do on TV for certain movies and things. I said, we're going to be just knocked out and drained and you name whatever it is, emotionally wrought, because I get them ahead of time. And they do too, but I just said to look at all these in 3 hours at once isn't that good? Thank you. Did I give you enough room? There you go. Yeah, you want at least half, right? Sure. So the poems were overwhelming, insightful, smart. The commentary was profound. They're not afraid to say very personal or moving things in front of one another. Afraid's the wrong word. You know, hesitant maybe better for people as their age. But I know they staggered after. Holy cow. And I don't want to pick out any particular, but they're all different. They don't need names on their poems. We would know who wrote them. Very distinguished artistic sensibilities. And their art. I mean, their real art. They show the difference between saying something and applying an art to it and the impact that has. And I would urge every one of you to learn how to do that. It really brings something else into your life. It does. It's not artsy. No. One of the members, Marianne Sundquist, said there's going to be a revolution of love. So that's where we put our hearts. Slurp. Maybe I need a cue card, right? Slurp by Jane Harper. Couple new books out. Charlie Bryce has a new book called, I love this title, Tragedy in the Arugula Isle. That's Charlie. Tragedy in the Arugula Isle. And it's coming out. And here's Greg Rapley's new collection called Barley Child, based a lot on his Really terrifying almost upbringing. Julie, I need any old poem book because I forgot one.
Oh, heavens.
Isn't that something? I got all set up here this morning and I forgot a poem book. Oh dear, and there's not one around us here. Barley Child, that cover is by Winslow Homer. How about that? Greg has a cover. About his childhood growing up, Ireland, Irish, not in Ireland, but with this Irish background, and he explores it, and he won the Miller Williams Award for it, which comes from the University of Arkansas. There was a deer straight across here in the opening of the trees around the pond, lying down yesterday, head up, looking this way, like this, and it was there for hours after hour after hour. It was just really, really remarkable. Well, goodness, we have some books here, don't we? Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I have to do this, and I hope we don't run out of time. Meredith, you know what it's like, elementary school kids. They are just the best. So this sort of shy when a little girl comes up and goes, Miss Brittle, you have a husband? And Meredith goes, no. Miss Brittle, you have a garage? No. I have a studio. Ms. Brittle, do you have a nail and a hammer? I do. Oh, then you could take this home and pound the nail through it and put it on your wall. Hugh Bartles was here yesterday. He's the guy, I hope you get to see it, who did the very affectionate parody of the Sentimentalist when I was sick. And I have to turn the page because it's just so good. You have to see it. And he told me that he does not watch any of the news. And I said, do you have a reason other than it's unsettling? And he said, yeah, I want to be a really good grandpa. Huh. Recommend, once again, Jules, and another film with not a spoken word in it, titled Flow, from Latvia. Not a spoken word. Animal creatures surviving. And the artwork is, you sit there with your jaw going, they couldn't have done that. They couldn't have done that. Well, so my bookmark just opened it to the this poem. We need a ridiculous poem. This poem's called Heaven. Groucho guards the gate, more bewildering than God in judging supplicants. Behind him, Harpo, his hair reason enough to realize there's nothing we can do. Say the secret word. Logos, we shout. Groucho taps his long cigar. What? He laughs. Logos! What the hell are logos? We are terrified. We look to Harpo. He smiles, shrugs, honks his horn, pulls some celery from his coat and gnaws. Groucho lights a new cigar, arcs his eyebrows, moving the clouds of heaven higher, then looks so sadly at us that we ache to know what we've done. Groucho turns his back, catches the sight of a slithery blonde, and slinks his way away, healing the sullen, turning loaves and fishes into parakeets, and somehow dragging us through into the madness of eternity. Take care. You be kind. Try to be cheerful. Thanks for being with me.